Before you listen to this episode, this is a spoiler warning for Madoka Magica. We're going to talk about everything under the sun, and if you don't want to be spoiled on it, don't listen to this one. So, thank you. Puella Magi Madoka Magica. Auf Japanisch, Mahou Shoujo Madoka Magica. Is a Studio Shaft anime airing originally in the winter season of 2011, from January 7th to April 22nd, and coming out with a total of 12 episodes. Um, Hello and welcome to Anime Jail. My name is Jack,
My name is Leon.
and today we're going to be talking about it. So let's go. Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it. I love how you, like, in the intro, just use all three languages we are using throughout the show.
Yeah, I just started saying Auf Japanisch, and then you never said anything, so I was like, okay, I'll just keep saying
Yeah,
it.
that's fine. And it's correct, so
Yeah, it's
I would have corrected you
yeah,
otherwise. Okay,
which is
okay.
why I kept going because I was like, okay, I must have got that one right. Yes,
Yes.
yes.
And after recording this, I can add connect to the playlist.
Ah, yes. Claris, the Claris opening.
Yeah. So, welcome, guys. It's finally
Yes,
time. It's the first recording of 2026.
that's right. Yeah. Leon has already sent me a happy anniversary to this podcast, so I mean, that's such a big milestone for us to reach, you know?
Yeah. But if you want to hear more about us talking how proud we are that it's been a year, go listen to the Ahar and Son episode because, well, we've greeted you in 2026 and talked for a bit.
Yes, please go check that out if it sounds interesting.
But, well, today it's about Madoka Magica, or
Yes.
Madoka, as we probably will say most
Yes,
of the
in the
time.
in the English. Um, and it's interesting because everyone says Madoka Magica, and like it makes sense because it like in English it would be like Magica, but it's like you said, it's Magica, I think, because like in Japanese
Yeah.
it would be Magica. And also this show has like a very like Latin influence. Um,
Mhm.
and so like I think I was looking at it, and it is like the quote unquote like Western title is Puella Magi Madoka Magica, which I think is something like because it's like a magical girl Madoka type thing.
Mhm.
Um and yeah, so it has like a bit of Latin influence because it's going for like that gothic vibe. Um and man, does it have a gothic vibe.
Totally.
For me, for the
Ah,
better, because I just love that vibe. But we will get into all that stuff in due time.
yeah, but
Um,
first, I mean, you've seen the show before.
yes. Uh,
You really liked it, as far as I remember?
yes. So even before this rewatch, I had given it a 90, and I
Ah,
think I
okay, yeah.
watched it. I think the last time I watched it was like a year ago, probably a little bit longer. Um, so I had had about a year's time to like think about it, and now we came back to it, and this is my third watch through. Or if
Oh,
I'm not mistaken, I think third. Um, and let's just say it made me it gave me an emotional response. So we're gonna be
oh.
going through that today.
So
Um,
can I guess from that that you changed your score?
oh, dude, if I say that, then I'm kind of spoiling some stuff. So
Okay.
I'll I'll
You
make you
just say
wait.
maybe.
Yeah. Um, and also, I'm excited to hear your score because last time we talked, you had me guess your score, and then you're like, okay, okay, and I was like, dang, now I'm so curious.
Actually, I need to check out my score because I did not put it down in my notebook. Um,
Leon.
um, how do I do this without spoiling myself? Anime list. There we go. Um, one
Oh
sec.
yeah, because you have to. Yeah, true. Because you might see mine by accident.
Yeah, but we don't want that. So there it is. Okay. Okay, we put down the score and we can continue. I'm sorry for not being prepared.
Hey, I'm typically never prepared, so you're always ahead of me on that one.
Yeah, so I guess I don't have to ask you for your expectations on this show.
Yeah, I mean, this was kind of another watch for me, so like, uh,
You
it's a
obviously knew
different
what
kind of
will happen.
expectation. Yeah.
Yeah,
But what about your expectations? Because that's what matters here for your first watch, right?
yeah. Well, at first, sorry. At first, I thought this is a typical slice of life magical girl show, you know? That was
Yeah.
my kind of idea of this show. I planned to watch this because of the opening. I mean, it's Connect by Claris, and
Yeah.
as we know, Claris makes good music.
Oh yeah.
But well, we've talked about not doing a slice of
Yeah.
life slash romance slash comedy show.
Yeah.
And you said, "Oh, let's watch Madoka Magica." So I was like, "Okay, let's see what will
Yeah.
happen there."
Yeah,
And
because you said you thought it was just like you thought it was just a normal like magical girl show, right?
yeah,
Hey, I
and
mean, I mean, I don't blame you. Like the show is trying to trick you.
yeah, and it did for several years. I mean, I did not watch it,
Yeah.
but the first scene was already like
Oh yeah,
kind of throwing everything around. Like this
definitely.
scene where you see Madoka running through this black and white corridors to an exit, and then there's this big fight against a god or something.
Yeah, yeah,
I mean, by now I know what it is, but or more or less know what it is.
yeah.
But
Yeah, dude. More or less is a good is a fitting word because like I would say like after one watch, I still didn't know what the hell was going on, and I only barely know what's going on now after three watches and thoroughly going through each episode and writing down the major plot points. So I mean, yeah, it is a bit of a wild ride.
okay. Before we get into the story, I need something to drink. My
Okay.
God. One sec. Okay. I'm back. I got some water. Oh,
Welcome back. So like
enjoy the ASMR of me drinking water.
dude, it's the gift that your higher quality microphone gives.
Yeah, right? Okay. So,
All
I'm
right.
ready.
So this one, um, I was kind of prefacing this to Leon, but I'm gonna kind of try to take the lead since I also did a bit of work as far as like writing down the major plot points. Um, and if you if you have any like things you want to add to certain plot points, for sure, like say something. But I'm gonna start with just episode one. Um,
Yeah, let's go.
and basically, it's like Leon said, like we open with Madoka sort of like running through some area, and then she comes out onto like some kind of rooftop and sees uh, basically a girl with dark hair fighting something. And it's kind of like all sort of like random, like you're not supposed to know what's going on. You're supposed to be like, hey, like whoa, like this kind of random. Like who is this girl? What's going on here? Um, and then I don't know like how the scene transitions. I don't remember exactly, but like something happens and then it cuts to Madoka, that the main the main girl, and she's just like at her house, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, like
Um,
she's dreaming this
oh,
entire
okay, okay,
thing, and then she wakes up and is like, "Oh, I have to go to school."
that makes sense. It was a dream. Um,
It was all a
and
dream.
it's dude, just you wait. This plot, dude. Um, but yeah, so I mean, we're already kind of giving the impression that it's not just a basic slice of life series, but at the same time, the tone after that scene goes completely just like basic slice of life. Um, and
At least
it
for a few
basically,
minutes.
yes, for a few, for I would say 2 episodes. Like, yes, it does show you some dark things, but there's a certain thing that happens later that just completely
You
makes a
mean
tone shift.
the incident? I love
Yes,
how you just put in there the
have you
incident.
seen this? Yes.
Yeah. And I had
Yeah,
to
we're
think,
gonna.
what is the incident?
Yeah.
But then I remembered. But like, in at least for me, the entire slice of life thing stopped in the first episode when we encountered Kyubey
Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Yeah.
being chased by Homura, as we find out.
Home Run, yeah.
And I don't know, is he killed then? I don't
So,
remember.
so without getting too deep into the plot, he isn't truly killed. But like that, like his form in that moment,
Yeah.
if I'm not mistaken, is shot by Homer, I think. Um, or he gets away. I don't remember, but like he does have multiple forms that like can like you can kill one of them, and then like his other one will be alive. So it's like he's not actually dead.
Okay, so
Um,
for everyone who didn't notice by now, this will be a plot heavier episode.
yes, yes,
We'll be talking a lot more about the story than we did for the last half of a year
yes,
because, well, we watch slice of life shows. There's the story is not too important there.
yeah. And also, let's just say this show's kind of special to me, so I do have some
Yeah,
things to say about it. But I'm gonna try to go faster because like we don't need to spend as much time on all the episodes as episode one, but I
episode
do
one is
think episode
important.
one is pretty important. Yes. Um. So yeah, basically to sum up what happens, Madoka goes to school after that. You kind of like see her family for a second, which will be important later. Um,
Mhm.
but she sees this dark-haired girl again in her class, and if I'm not mistaken, she's a transfer student who like comes in,
Yeah.
and she's acting like very mysterious. You're definitely not supposed to know who Homura is at this point. But basically she's this dark-haired girl that like everyone's kind of like, who is this person? Um, and then it kind of shows Madoka going with her friends in school. So like you have the blue-haired Sayaka, who is very important to the story, and you have uh, the green-haired Hitomi, um, who is less important but actually does play a role. And basically they basically leave school, and Madoka and Sayaka go to a record store, and they end up encountering something which we learn is called a witch. Um, and basically, you don't need to know what a witch is yet, but basically, it's like this domain of psychological like horror, and basically um, how it's shown in the show is like all these like different art styles, and like it's almost like paper is
Mm.
used like paper cutouts instead of like typical animation.
It's much more
And
realistic.
yes, much more like realistic, like very stylistic, like meant to kind of show you some kind of like mental anguish or like emotional like like suffering or something like that.
Yeah, it kind of reminded me of One Direct Priority, where you also had these scenes that seemed like cutouts, you know?
Yes, yes, definitely. I would also compare it to a kind of like a domain expansion in Jujutsu Kaisen, because basically these witches are like this whole like domain that you get like trapped in. It's actually called a labyrinth, I think, like a witch's labyrinth. And so basically they get caught up in this labyrinth, and they are saved by somebody. They're saved by a girl named Mami, um, which is pretty funny that there's another blonde-haired girl named Mami aside from Rent a Girlfriend.
Maybe it's the same person. Think
Oh
about it.
no.
Think
Honestly,
about
they
it.
have similar personalities. Like they're kind of like a bitch, like both of them.
So think about it. Maybe there's a theory. Mommy gets
No,
mommy being
no.
reincarnated in Rento
Okay.
girlfriend.
Oh
Okay.
my God. Okay, we will get to that though. Um, but yeah, so they're basically saved by this girl named Mommy, who's like, "Hey guys, I'm a magical girl. I'm gonna save you," and she beats the witch. Whatever. She is very cool, by the way. Mommy has like these like shotguns, and uh, I'll talk for a little bit about her like ability that she uses in episode 2. But but yeah, so for the moment the girls are saved. Um but I think Homura shows up again after that and is like, "Hey guys, don't join her cuz you're going to like magical girls are evil and like you don't want to become it." And then they're like, who is this Homura girl? Like what is she doing?"
Yeah,
Um
but that's kind of her deal throughout the entire show, like talking to Madoka, and
yeah.
saying you should not become a magical girl.
Yeah. So Homura is a force which is trying to prevent magical girls, and Kyubey, who I didn't really like formally introduce yet, but he's basically like this like white little plushy like cute little creature, and he's the one who makes a contract with girls to become a magical girl. Um, and at the end of the episode, he and Mommy both kind of are like trying to like get the girls to become a magical girl, and they don't yet, but that's basically what it's trying to show. Is like Leon said, like Homura is trying to say like, guys, don't join them, and then Kyubey is like, hey, y'all should do this. Um, and like the way the tone is like it's meant to. It's almost meant you. It's meant for you to think that Homura is a bad person, and
Yeah.
it's meant to be like, oh, okay, like we should join the magical girl so we can kill these witches because these witches are evil. Um, and yeah, we we will break down why that is just very wrong as we keep going.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, I think episode 2 wasn't too important. I
yeah,
mean, you notice the themes getting darker. I mean, the big thing in episode 2 was that there was German writing at a wall, okay?
there was, yes,
But at the
dude,
same time, there was a suicide, or at least a woman tried to commit suicide.
yes,
So, themes getting darker here. Haha,
yep,
Slice of Life is not here anymore, and
yes,
we're deep into the, I would say, mystery genre.
yes, definitely mystery, psychological.
Hmm.
Um, basically, from my notes, the only important things that are said in episode 2 is Mommy basically explains what witches are, and she also explains soul gems and basically the wish. So basically, to like roughly explain it, um, magical girls make a contract with Kyubey, and they get one wish, and it can basically be anything. Um, it can even be like depending on the power of the person, it can even like break the laws of like the universe and stuff. Um, but basically, all magical girls are given a soul gem that they must purify with a grief seed that you get from killing a witch. Um, and just basic like magical girl stuff. Like it's meant to be like a magical girl trope type thing. Um, and so that's like the basics of like the plot that happens. Basically, Homura talks to them on the roof again, and then Mommy fights another witch and then wins, and that's kind of just that. Um, moving on to episode 3, we
Episode
have the
3.
incident.
The incident, yeah. But first, we get to know Kamizo-kun.
Yes,
Kamizo-kun? Yeah.
Kamijoku.
Who is, at least I thought he's the boyfriend of Sayaka? I think she was called
Yes,
Sayaka.
Sayaka, the blue hair.
Like, I noticed later on that he isn't. He's just a, I think, childhood friend of her.
Yes. Osana
And
Najimi.
Osana Najimi. And he's in at the hospital.
He's He's in, I would say, yeah, in.
Yeah, okay, he's in the hospital. So he was a violinist?
Yes, yes, yes.
Dude, a lot of words today. So he was a violinist because his hands get injured, so he
Yeah, yeah,
couldn't
yeah.
play anymore. That's kind of his deal.
Yeah. He's basically in the hospital, as Leon said, like something happened to his hands, we don't know. But he basically can't play the violin anymore because something happened to like the nerves in his hands. Um,
Mm.
and basically to kind of like cut to the chase on this, Sayaka kind of like realizes that she could use her wish to help him. Um, and so that is where we see the plot going for Sayaka. And I also want to preface that um, after watching this a third time, I realized that this show's plot is basically about Sayaka's character arc. Um,
Uh-huh.
and spoiler alert, it ends in kind of an unfortunate way for her, but like Madoka's story is not really like part of the show. Like yes, like
Not
Madoka
really.
makes yeah, like he makes one of the most important decisions in the show, but it's really about like Sayaka's like sort of honestly like her mistake and basically like how her mistake shows what this world is. But I thought that was kind of interesting because like yes, Madoka is the main character, but she's kind of like I mean, spoiler alert, she kind of becomes like a force of nature. But
A
we will get to
force of
that time.
nature.
But in this episode, we get the big event. Slightly before that, we also get a bit of Mami-san's backstory. Not too important. Um, but we also get the incident, as I
The
called it,
incident.
at the end of episode 3. Um, this moment is kind of infamous in the show's like community. Like episode 3 is kind of known to be like, oh, this is the episode. Um, and it's mostly because the ending changes. This is the episode when the ending theme changes to Magia.
I
By
thought I was confused if I really like noticed that correctly, but yeah, I didn't pay too much attention.
yeah. Did you watch the ending at any point?
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, so this basically after this happens, the ending changes to a much darker, like a much darker toned song, for the ending theme. And so it's kind of infamous. Hey, our word comes back. Yay, infamous. Um, it's kind of infamous for that change and kind of what happens. But I guess to not stall any longer, do you want to explain what happens, Leon, in the
Okay,
incident?
I'll try. I'll try to explain the incident. So, at the hospital where Kamizo-kun is in, a witch spawns.
Yeah,
I'd
yeah.
say spawns
Spawn.
because
Yep.
yeah, I don't really know, but for some reason they just spawn wherever.
Yeah.
And there is a portal to the domain, but like Mami isn't with Sayaka and Madoka.
Yeah. Yeah.
So uh who goes in? I think Sayaka went in
Yeah. Yeah. I
first
think
and
so. And then
Madoka
Madoka stayed
went
behind.
for Mami,
Yeah,
like
that's right. Yeah.
tried to get her, and then they went inside. Homura appeared and Mami was a total bitch and was like,
Yeah.
"No, stay away," and trapped her.
Yeah.
And well, they came into the big arena and the fight started. Mami tried her best, was like, okay, I'm gonna kill him. He's so easy. And he was, and
Yep.
then he got into his second phase, and
Yep.
well, that was it with Mami.
Yep.
And Homura, well, was free again because her magic stopped,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
and
Yeah.
Homura saved the day.
Dude, I like how you said second phase, because like it totally went like it was like a Dark Souls boss for her. Like she, like it just entered its second phase and she just wasn't prepared for that. And then you see like the you died like Dark Souls thing.
Yeah. And then
Oh
she got
yeah.
reincarnated in Rent a Girlfriend.
And then she got banished to to the the worst series of all time.
It's not the worst series. Come on.
Oh, sorry, my bad. Rent a Girlfriend.
I mean, it's
Um,
not the best, okay? I can say that, but it's not
it's a
the
guilty
worst.
pleasure.
Yeah, well, but if you think about it, would you prefer to watch Rent a Girlfriend or the Saga of Tanya the Evil?
Hey, if you compare anything to Tanya, then it looks better. Come on now.
And I have even worse comparisons where I would prefer to watch Tanya, okay? So
Yeah.
Rent a Girlfriend is not that
Oof.
bad.
Moving on.
Yeah.
um, as Leon said, Homura defeats the witch and is like, "Hey guys, y'all should take this as a lesson. Don't become a magical girl." And I'm like, knowing what happens in the story, I'm like, Homura, just tell them the truth and stop like saying this like cryptic shit. Like
But maybe she tried before.
she could have told. Yeah, well, yes, but I don't know. Hey, shut up, man. So yeah, basically, that's the end of episode 3. Um, in episode 4, we see Hitomi, who's the green girl. She gets infected by the witch. She captures Madoka. Sayaka comes in and saves the day, and
And
we
she
get
made a contract.
introduced. Yes, so it is revealed there that Sayaka finally makes a contract with Kyubey, and uses her wish to heal Kamijo-kun's hand so that he can play violin. Um, and this is where we start to get into the why it's a problem to make a wish for somebody else and not for yourself. Um, and we see this coming very clearly with the character who is revealed at the end of episode 4, who is Kyoko, who is the red girl. And yeah, basically going into episode 5, we see Kamijo's violin scene. So basically, it's like him like playing the violin, and at this point, things are still kind of happy. Because Sayaka's watching and she's like, okay, like I healed him, like I actually did something good, and
Hmm.
uh we haven't seen more that much of we haven't seen more of Kyoko yet, but Homura and Madoka after this go to Denny's, as I like to call it. Um,
What's
eh,
Denny's?
so Denny's is a um, it's like a chain restaurant in America, but it's like basically just like it's like a family restaurant, kind of like the one that they went to. Um, like you remember the scene where Madoka and Homura are like sitting in that restaurant together, and they're like talking.
Yeah, I remember them going to Denny's.
They basically get like a uh, pancake breakfast and just talk together.
Yeah, but in
Um,
that scene, I was so confused because I thought, okay, Madoka, she seems very naive to
yeah,
still
yes,
like be friends with Homura when she like
yeah,
fought Kyubey before
yeah, yeah, yeah,
and is trying to convince her to do like the bad thing, at least in the viewer's perspective,
yeah,
because Homura is at least until then a like the villain of this show.
yeah. She's definitely meant to be the mysterious one. I think if you kind of like have an intuition, you could probably like find out or
Mhm.
like realize that she's not like evil. Um, but yeah, like you're right. Like for some reason, we kind of see like Madoka like kind of like trusting Homura for some reason. Um, and it is a bit unnatural because it's like Homura is just literally kind of being a villain in some ways.
Yeah.
Um, and there's actually a theory. Uh, well, it's not really a theory, but especially after the movies that came out, there's sort of like like a running line of thought where it's kind of like Homura was never really a good person, and we will get into like the story of like what happens to her in a bit. Um, but skipping through a little bit, at the end of episode 5, we meet with Kyoko finally. Um, this is kind
Yeah.
of a big scene where they kind of fight. Oh yeah, they're fighting, whatever. Um,
It was so random, by the way. I
yes.
I did not like this scene. I was like, this is so useless. I mean, it was useful at least a bit for the story and the character development, but wasn't necessary to fill like 12 minutes with this fight.
It was a longer fight. I will say I thought the animation was really cool.
Yeah, I agree.
And I did think it fit, like as far as like the story, because like basically this fight shows that Kyoko is kind of like, hey, this is my territory. Like stay away from like the witches here, because like she wants to fight them.
Yeah.
Um, but then like Homura gets in the way, blah blah blah, whatever. Conflict of interest. Um, and as the plot goes on, um, we learn a lot of stuff about Madoka. We learn stuff about Homura. Madoka and her mom have scenes together. Um, and would you like to talk about the bridge scene, if you remember it?
Oh, yeah. The
Because I
bridge
would
scene.
say that is one of the most important scenes.
Okay, but you might have to correct me here in some
Yeah, yeah.
terms.
All
So
good.
if I
Yep.
remember correctly, Sayaka and Kyoko want to like fight to like find out whose territory it really is.
Yes.
And well, Madoka does not like that and tries to stop Sayaka with stealing her soul gem and throwing
Yes.
it onto a car, which
Yeah.
drives away
Yeah.
underneath them.
Yeah.
And
And it
then
turns out that
Sayaka
was a
just
big mistake.
she just like in German you would say Aschlaft.
Mm.
I don't know the
Is that
English
like
word.
is that like fall asleep or like fall like
Not really. Let me Google real quick.
yeah, I'm curious now.
Aschlaft English. Um. Okay. So Google says to slag or to limp.
Oh, like to go limp. I see. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah. So she basically just like Leon said, like she she just falls and like loses consciousness.
Yeah.
Um and at first it's like, "Oh, why? Like what's going on here?" But it's basically learned that and this is one of the more important plot points. But basically when Kyubey makes a contract with them to make them a magical girl, he actually puts their soul in that gem. Hence the name Soul Gem.
Yeah, I
um,
was like, okay, that was kind of obvious that your soul goes in there, but apparently not. So,
yeah. And even worse than that, basically whenever they are separated from their Soul Gem, I believe it's 100-meter distance. Um,
yeah.
their body literally falls down and just like dies because basically their body is actually just a corpse now. Um, all of their soul and their like life, like energy, is in that soul gem. Um, and once the girls learn this, they don't really like that, to
I
say
mean,
the least.
it makes sense that
Yeah,
this is kind of weird, but on the other hand, it makes total sense. Like when Kyubey explains that it would kind of hinder them
yeah,
if they would feel all the pain.
yeah. Which that is explained next.
Yeah.
And but yeah, they don't like that. Um, and in the next episode, we learn about Kyoko's backstory, which I won't go into fully, but it's pretty sad. Um, and this is kind of where we start to see Sayaka break down.
Yeah.
Uh, so basically, she's losing Kamijo-kun. She's realizing that she's literally a zombie now. Um,
This is
and
so
this is
stupid.
yeah,
Really. Like, why? I mean, the like Hitami, like the green girl and Sayaka had a conversation about Hitami being like having a crush on Kamizoku.
yeah, uh-huh.
And Sayaka's just like, oh, okay, go for it. even though
Yeah,
she's in love with him, like
yeah.
for the entire show. And instead of talking to Kamizo-kun, she's just like, eh, let's not go to him because I'm a corpse.
Hey, I mean, like it makes sense. Like, I mean, I I actually really like that. I like that development because it's kind of like what I said earlier, where it's like Sayaka's arc is kind of it's a it's a case example of why you can't make a magical girl wish for someone else, because basically, Sayaka in her mind is thinking, oh, okay, I'm just gonna help him, and then I'm gonna heal him, and then like I'm doing something good, but like because she has feelings for him, she kind of subconsciously wants something back from him, and
Uh-huh.
it kind of ends up feeling like, oh, okay, like I helped him, so maybe we can get get closer together.
How
Um,
would he do that if she avoids him all the time?
and that's the thing is like once she realizes what has happened to her, she can't like she feels like she can't be around him because she's literally a corpse. Like she's not even a person. Like basically. Um, and that's kind of why, at least to me, I kind of saw like why she doesn't go to him anymore because she's like, I'm basically lost now, or I'm like kind of a zombie. Um, but that was my viewing of it because I kind of just like saw where that was going. But
Yeah, well, I had a little problem with that, but that's not too big of
I
a
see, I
problem.
see. Um, as we keep going, let's just say that Sayaka ends up becoming um, she ends up becoming a witch,
Hmm.
um, and it is revealed that not only did Kyubey put their souls in the soul gem, witches are actually a cycle that starts with a magical girl. So basically, um, all magical girls are actually like meant to become witches at the end, which just kind of shows how like Kyubey was always a bad person. Um, but of course, Kyubey's race doesn't like have emotion, so like they don't realize what's going on. Um, but yeah, so Sayaka kind of breaks down, becomes a witch, um, and if you want to explain Homura's backstory, then
Russ
we can kind of
backstory. Well,
come to the end.
let's. I'll try. Okay, I'll try.
Okay, okay. Do
So
your best.
if I remember correctly, okay, we have this episode where you see a lot of Homura backstory, and that she's like from another timeline originally,
Yes.
where she was a weak transfer student who
Keyword
met,
weak.
huh?
Keyword weak.
Keyword weak, yeah, a weak transfer student who met Madoka. And I don't know if it was Sayaka or Mami, but at least they were a group and they were
Yeah. Mhm.
magical girls. And Homura was inspired by them. And, well, in the end, everyone died. And Homura wanted to make everything better and became a magical girl and wished for the time to reverse, like, not reverse, but like to make it all over again from the start.
Yes, yes.
Dude, this is such a weird story.
It is a
Anyway,
complicated narrative.
and yeah, and every time Homura acted different, but the end was always the same. Everyone died, and Homura redid the entire timeline
Yeah.
until the point where we are now, where she tries for Madoka not becoming a magical girl.
Yes. Um, and basically that's really it. She makes a wish to redo her meeting of Madoka. Um, and so
Ah,
she ends
yeah, that
up,
was the wish.
yeah. So she just keeps meeting Madoka over and over again. Uh, and it's shown that like what she actually did by doing this was she compounded all of the like timeline's karma onto one version of Madoka, and basically that Madoka became so strong that she could like grant any wish. Um, and so like Homura was trying to kind of save everyone, but she accidentally created what Kyubey calls the most powerful witch. But unknowingly to Kyubey, Madoka at the end, Madoka does make a contract with Kyubey to Homura's dismay, but it's Madoka's wish that ends up saving everyone. And it's also due to her power and like her like all of her karma that Homura helped compound into her, that allows her to make the ultimate wish, and she basically becomes Jesus Christ.
Ooh, wild take, but
Yes.
valid.
So basically, her wish in the last episode at the very end is um, she basically wishes to kill all witches before they are born, so that there's no witches ever in any like in any timeline. Um, and basically, this means that she has to appear in front of every magical girl who is dying and is about to become a witch. Which means she needs to be in multiple places and timelines at once. So she's literally like, she becomes a force of the universe. Um,
Yeah.
and she literally like rewrites the laws of witches and stuff like that. Uh, and she saves everyone basically. And that's basically Madoka. I mean, at the end, it kind of shows how like Homura kind of remembers her still. Um, and it basically after everything, she kind of has to like remove um, her like presence from the universe, so like no one remembers who she is, except for Homura. I think Homura's the only one who remembers who she is.
I think so.
And Homura like sees her like mom and dad and is like, hey, like they're like basically sees them and kind of like is nostalgic for Madoka. And that's basically it. Homura keeps fighting in a world where magical girls don't become witches,
Yeah,
where they
that's
simply
kind of
fight.
basically end of story. We
That's
did it.
that's it.
But I still
Dude,
have one question.
yeah,
Is
yeah.
this Walpurgisnacht just a big witch, or what exactly is it?
I so yeah, it's basically like talked about as just like the big bad. Um, but I don't really know if it's like a special witch or like something like that. It might be talked about more in the movies, but I've only seen the movie once, so I
Ah,
don't
okay.
remember fully. But yeah, like uh, for the knowledge of this episode and this story, it's just like a big witch that's basically going to kill everything. Um, and that's the event that kills everyone in all of Homer's timelines. Uh, that she's trying to avoid. So it's kind of important there too.
Yeah, but that's it. Thank you
But
guys.
that
No,
is the
just kidding.
story. All right, see ya.
See you in the
No,
next YouTube short.
I literally had to skip over so many things because
This is such a complex
Leon
story.
Leon was reminding me how long it was getting, and I was like, yeah, okay, I can't mention
You
all of
can't
these
put
things.
everything in there.
Um, so it really has to be something that I would recommend you watch for yourself. And actually, I would like to put a spoiler warning at the beginning. I'm not sure if we can still do that, but because like this is a show I would highly recommend you not know anything about before you go in and watch it, because like just experiencing this story is pretty like awesome in my opinion.
And then, well, I think we've talked about the characters quite a bit,
Yeah, it's kind of in the plot, so I mean,
the
kind
plot,
of
though. So I want to go into the music, to be honest,
music.
because the only reason I wanted to watch Madoka, like before we did it for the podcast, was the opening because it was in so many opening quizzes and always
Yes.
seemed so interesting and so happy.
Yes.
First,
Yeah.
well, knowing now that it's such a dark show, it was kind of um sarcastic, like from
Yeah,
the
yeah,
feeling,
yeah. Definitely.
but it's still a good song. And
It is.
on the other hand, the
Um,
opening wasn't too, like I said, it's good, not great, you know?
you mean the ending?
The ending, yeah, my bad.
Hmm. Dude, it's actually really funny because I like so like when I first watched this show, I liked the opening obviously. And I still do. But I was literally skipping the opening during some sections because like I just wanted to keep going on the plot, which doesn't happen with me too much. Um, but like just to give you like an idea, like this show was good enough for me to where I was skipping a good song to see what was gonna happen, which that's pretty like that's pretty crazy for me to do. Um, but like this watch kind of made me like realize that I think I actually like the ending better because Magia is just such a good song. Um, but don't get me wrong, I still like the opening a lot. But
Yeah, and well, the OST was just perfect. You
oh,
know, it
the
was
OST was so
so
good,
fitting. Yeah.
dude. I for some reason I never gave that much appreciation to the OST in my other two watches, but this watch I've just been like loving the OST so much. I'm in love with it.
This was the first show for me where I really started
Uh,
noticing the OST.
oh yeah. Cause like it's so prevalent, like it's so out in front, like you just notice it so like so easily. Um, and I love the main melody of Sis Puella Magica.
Hmm.
It's such a good melody. Um, so yeah, I only have good things to say about the music. I actually I basically like every ending. I I like the opening. I like the OST. It's so good. Um, and I don't have much more to say on it except for how I feel like how effective Magia is at being another ending uh, for like episode 3 and
Hmm.
onwards. But also, I think there's a different ending for when Sayaka and Kyoko die. Spoiler alert.
I don't remember. I haven't paid too much attention to it. I mean, I watched the show 1.5 weeks ago in 3 days because I wanted to know how it continues, how the story goes on, you know.
Mhm.
So I didn't pay too much attention to a specific ending because it was the first watch I was paying attention to the story for the most part.
Yeah, I definitely don't blame you. I mean, especially considering like only one watch through in such a short time. Like, I definitely get that. Um, but I guess we can move on to voice actors if you want.
Yeah, so what I noticed is Aoi Yuki being in here,
Yes, dude.
or Tanya.
Oh
I
gosh,
mean,
yes.
she was good as Tanya, but Tanya was just not good.
Yeah, exactly. Um,
And I've
but not
looked
her fault.
into her, like into her roles I know, and I found a few roles because she's also voicing Mommy from Rent a Girlfriend.
She is? Bro, how did I not realize that? That's crazy.
uh,
Oh my god,
yeah,
dude. She is so many things. She's Tanya, she's Madoka, she's Tamaki,
she's
from
also Kayo from Erased, like the little
oh, she's
girl,
the
you
little
know.
girl. Yeah, she's also she's Froppy from My Hero, like um she's
She's Mao Mao.
she's Mao Mao from Apothecary
Apothecary.
Diaries. Like her roles just keep going, and I mean there's a lot of people who have talked about how good this voice actress is, and I'm one of them. Like I just Aoi Yuki is just such a legend.
I mean, she even
Um,
has a side character role in Sword Art Online,
gosh,
and she's also in Your Name.
in your name. Okay. Um,
She's Sayaka. She's like the female friend.
she's also in Demon Slayer. It looks like.
Oh yeah.
And she's in Persona 5, which I played semi recently.
Oh, and she's in Seven Deadly
Um,
Sins.
and Fate.
Okay, she's in too much for us to mention.
She's in
Uh,
too much.
but is
And
she in Honkai Star Rail?
oh gosh, come on, let's see. I forgot to check.
She
Honkai
is
Third
in
Impact.
she is in Genshin.
She's in
She's
Genshin. Okay.
Lumine. Wait, can
Lumine.
you
Okay.
can you click on Lumine, please? Isn't yeah, I wanted to say isn't Lumine the main like
Oh, is it the main character?
yeah, she's the female main
What?
character.
Oh my god, she's the main character of Genshin Impact.
Yeah, well,
Holy
that's
shit.
something.
It doesn't get much more genuine than that.
I mean, that's the Genshin seal of approval.
Also, she's really attractive. I must say.
How old is she? Ah, 33. Okay.
33. 33.
33.
That A.
Also,
Um,
now looking at the voice actors, I remember Emily Kato being
yep.
in some shows I've watched, but I don't remember which shows.
I love Emily Kato. She is also in um well, first of all, she's in Monogatari as
Yeah.
Hachikuji. But she's also she's the maid from Black Butler, which we watched. She's like that red-haired maid. Um, if you remember, like she has like the glasses.
Yeah, I
Um,
remember her.
and I've always loved her. She's in actually quite a bit of stuff. She's
She's
also
in Honkai. She's
oh yeah, she's
Bailu.
Bailu. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Definitely not as much as Aoi Yuki, but I really like her voice a lot. She's great as Kyubey. Um, oh gosh, Chiwa Saito, who I haven't seen in much, but she's also in Monogatari, which is another Shaft show. She just completely kills it as Homura. She's just amazing as Homura. Just
She's
so
going all out.
like she does such a good job of being sad and dramatic, like whenever like Homura breaks down, but also like completely serious when she's kind of like just being like normal. Um,
This
and
is
I
a
guess
weird take,
yeah.
but I prefer like pictures being taken from your right instead of your left side. So I think
Okay,
the picture of Chiwa Saito looks kind of weird compared to the picture of Aoi Yuki.
interesting. What about this one of Kaori Mizuhashi, which is also kind of on the
I don't
right,
I don't like
left, I
I
guess.
don't like the angle from the left.
Interesting.
I
Oh,
don't know, it
look, her
makes
too,
me
and
it
her.
kind of makes me feel uneasy and I can't explain why.
That's a very interesting emotion. That's I don't know where that comes from,
Yeah, me neither.
but that is interesting.
We figure out so many interesting things.
Oh yeah, the voice actress for Sayaka is also really good. Um, she is Mina Ashido from My Hero. I've heard her in a few other things.
She's in
She's
Girls
in
and Panzer?
Girls in Panzer, which I love. My beloved. Um,
Wait, she's in Angel Beats?
oh, is she? Oh,
Uh,
yes,
uh,
she's that girl who plays the guitar from Angel Beats.
okay, but what is this?
Well, this show is like a combination show of like
Ah,
all of the
okay.
key stuff.
Ah, okay.
Um, it's
I was
called
confused.
Kagi Nado. The voice actress for Kyoko is great. I haven't seen her in much. I Nonoka. Oh, she's Fuko from Clannad. That's interesting. Which wait, what was? Oh, Kaginado was in 2022. I was like, why is that so recent?
Yeah, that's
Um,
what I
yeah, I'm
had
like
with Angel Beats right now.
Clannad in 2022. Um, but yeah, she's been playing Kyoko a lot because there's been like movies for like Madoka happening more recently. But yeah, I don't recognize her from. Oh, she's one of the side characters from Toradora. So basically nobody. But I think this whole cast is doing a good job.
Yeah,
I had no issues.
yeah, me neither. And well, animation. I think that
Dude,
I think Madoka and Sayaka were so fitting to be the main characters, just
yes.
coloring wise.
Yes, pink and
I'm
blue, bro.
pink and blue, red and blue, this kind of thing. It looks so good.
It really does. And I like yes, this is a dark show, but they're leaning into the color coding magical girl like vibe. And I think that that's why the show has such a like such a um I guess how would you call it? Like such a deep fandom.
Hmm.
Because somehow like okay, yes, this is a very dark show, but they also make all of the magical girls feel so cool. Like
Yeah,
uh like Madoka has the bow, Sayaka has swords, Homura has like guns and like bombs, Mami has like shotguns, and Kyoko has like spears and stuff, and it's like these characters are just color coded and so awesome.
I love how
Um,
everyone's eyes match their hair color.
yes,
Well,
and
except for Homura, but
it also made me want to see Hitomi if she had like a transformation because she's like green. Uh,
hmm.
like let me look up Hitomi Madoka like fan, uh, not transition, but like transformation. Because I guarantee, yeah, look, people have made like she has like a scythe or something,
Yeah.
and literally a video called Hitomi's hidden form. but but yeah, it'd be cool if there was a green one.
Then they would be the Power Rangers. No, just kidding.
Yes. But yeah,
Ah,
dude, like animation and character design. First of all, character designs were done by the woman who did Hitamari Sketch, which is really interesting because Hitamari Sketch is just like a slice of life comedy, so it makes sense that the character designs look like this. Um, and dude, like the animation, like once they go into like the witches areas and it's all like that like special like animation that I was talking about earlier, like I'm just such a fan of the style of this show
yeah.
as far as its animation.
But there's one thing that left me kind of confused, and it's a
Mhm.
minor detail, okay? It's the design of the classrooms.
Oh, yeah.
Because they were all see-through.
Hmm.
Like you had these hallways, and like on each side there was a block out of
Hmm.
glass where everyone could just look inside, and I was like, this is probably very confusing. Like if you sit there and look to the left, oh, there's another class. Oh, there's another class. Oh, behind your
Yeah.
teacher, oh, there's another class. Yeah, it just confused me as a concept.
Yeah. And this is where you're getting into a bit of the Studio Shaft surrealism, um,
Uh,
which I'm not like I didn't bring this up that much yet, but like Studio Shaft is, they did Monogatari, which I think you've said you have seen, um, or at least like part of it, but like I think you said like you didn't like it that much. Um, But basically, what Shaft does is they really lean into the stylistic and the surreal. So it's like there are like one thing I personally like about Shaft a lot is how they use their environments to create like otherworldly types of like vibe and setting. Because like it's like you said where um like those classrooms couldn't be real. Like there's some environments in the show where like you see them and it's like this doesn't make sense like rationally for this to like exist, but like it like because the characters are in that environment, it forces you to like accept that as reality, and it's like it just makes it like very like otherworldly, but it's definitely jarring. Like it's very like like strange to look at sometimes. But I'm a fan of the surrealist nature of it.
I see. And then I guess there's only one thing left, huh?
Only one thing left, and I will say that I was just spoiled on it by scrolling down. But I will ask you nonetheless, Leon. What is your score of Madoka Magica on a scale of 0 to 100 in steps of 5? Go!
Okay, I gave it a 85 out of 100
Hey.
because, well, I had some minor flaws with the show, as you've noticed during my questions or opinions
Yeah.
throughout the plot, that there were some decisions I was not really like on spot with.
そうだね.
But it was a good show. I really liked it. I don't know if it was good enough for a rewatch for me. Like if I, but I might. Like I want to keep that open that I might
Mm-hmm.
rewatch it. But it still wasn't the big 100 for me, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think you expected that. I think when you guessed, you said an 80
Yeah.
for me. So
That
you were
means I was
close.
close.
You were really close with an
Yes, I'm glad I got
85.
close.
But well, I want to know if we're still like 5 points apart or I don't know,
Yeah.
maybe more. So, Jack, on a scale from 0 to 100 in steps of 5, what is your rating for Mahou Shoujo Madoka Magica?
Madoka Magica. Um, yeah, I'm gonna try to be concise about this, cause like I feel like I wasn't even able to say everything I want to, cause the show is just so like in depth, and y'all gotta watch it yourself if you want to learn everything about it. So, um, but like while I was finishing this show, and I was literally getting I was literally tearing up while like finishing the show, and like it's kind of hard to like just like explain in one like moment it like as far as like why I like it, but like it's special to me because I've seen it so long ago and I've like come this far, and it's such a like it's such a like a complex plot line, but yet it somehow manages to make each scene feel special in my opinion. Um, and just like all the categories that we talked about today, like I have no problems with any part of it, and I feel like it just reaches such a high potential for me. Um, and For me, I feel like it's one of the finest stories ever told in anime, and honestly, for me, like one of the finest stories ever told for me. Um, and for that, I just have to give it 100. Like it's finally it has graduated into one of my hundreds. Uh,
Yay!
Yay!
Madoka Magica
And
did it.
it did it. It's funny because I think my first watch I gave it an 80, second I gave it a 90, and this one I gave it a 100.
What will happen on the fourth rewatch? 110?
Well, if it adds up, 110.
No, that's so cool.
Yeah.
Having another 100.
Yeah, it was kind of weird because like this was a first watch for you, but it was a rewatch for me, and yet it became one of my hundreds this time, which is kind of strange. But yeah, I'm
I
really
mean, there
happy.
are shows that get better the more you watch them.
True, true.
But well, thank you very much for watching or listening to this fortnight's episode. Stay tuned for in 2 weeks because we've decided to watch at least the first half of Free Run.
Free
I
Rin.
still don't know if I'm happy about that, but
Uh-oh.
we'll see. We'll see. I have not started. I mean, I've seen the first episode a few months ago,
Yeah.
and I mean, it was only the first episode, so
Oh
well,
man, we're
we'll
just getting
see.
started.
We're just getting started, but I mean, as a German, I kind of have to watch this show. So we'll
That's
see.
kind of true, yeah.
Stay tuned to find out what I have to say about German naming in Freerun.
Yeah.
And then
Ubel.
see you in a fortnight. Bye bye.
それじゃあ、バイねー。